Good night, Tocqueville. I can't hear you. Good night, Tocqueville. All right. Angayok, yes, Angayok, sorry. It is the dawning of a new era. And that new era is APNU+AFC era. It is an era in which our nation's youth will not only expect, but it is an era in which we will demand a better life. In 2011, David Granger and the Partnership for National Unity attracted us with the Good Life for All Guyanese team. And we trusted that team. We trusted those words of the Honorable Brigadier, a trust that has certainly not been in vain. Though the Brigadier and the partnership did not ascend to government office after the 2011 regional and general elections, the Brigadier and his APNU team, in partnership with the Alliance for Change, have managed to cripple and slow down the rate at which the People's Progressive Party Civic has been damaging Guyana through the Parliament. The intention of that fight with the PPP was certainly for the betterment of our country. In the past 3 years, the APNU and AFC have served as watchdogs for the people of this nation. Watchdogs for the youths of this nation. This proves that they are committed to providing a good life for us all. So to both the presidential candidate, Brigadier David Granger, and the prime ministerial candidate, Mr. Moses Nagamutu, we say that you've both set a standard, and not only do we, the youths, expect you to live up to it, but we will demand that you will live up to it, and we will help you to live up to it. And the only way we can help you to live up to that standard is if we as youths are given an opportunity to serve at every level. This is to serve and participate at every level of government that will be formed on Tuesday, the 12th of May, 2015, after we secure victory at the polls. We, the youths, know that unlike the People's Progressive Party civic government that is visionless, tired and bankrupt of ideas, the APNU+AFC team has a vision and a master plan for Guyana. A vision and a plan that will be brought to light and be realized through the youths of both a Partnership for National Unity and the Alliance for Change. For example, just look at our speakers tonight. At this rally, the APNU+AFC was able to produce at least 6 youth speakers for tonight's function. And I guarantee you that this is just a handful out of a very large group of focused and confident young persons coming out of these 2 political giants that have joined forces in the interest of our country. I dare the People's Progressive Party Civic to produce competent members, at least 10 competent members of the PYO, their so-called youth arm, who are willing to publicly speak on their government's behalf and defend its 23-year record without being told what lies to come and tell us. I dare them. And when I say young people, I'm not talking about Priya Manik Chan and Irfan Ali. I'm talking about fresh, upcoming, energized youth. But even though I dare them to produce those youths, I won't hold my breath. Because my intention tonight is not to be long-winded, I want to talk about policy. One specific policy that the People's Progressive Party Civic does not care about and has absolutely no respect for is a policy that we, the youths, will help APNU+AFC government implement, and that policy is the development of Guyana's human resources. In Guyana, the only development the PPPC is interested in is the construction of buildings. And everything they build, they attach the description, state of the art. And everything they describe as state of the art is like a vacuum, absolutely no substance. State of the art schools, no furniture. State of the art health facilities, no equipment or machines. And then there's the infrastructure, like roads that will only have a 2-month lifespan, and stellings that float away. The PPP obviously does not know the meaning of the terms state of the art or quality developmental works. But we're focusing tonight on the PPPC's lack of interest in the people development, and we're also focusing on APNU+AFC's 100% interest in people development. What about our people PPPC? We're talking basic human resource development. Under an APNU+AFC government, which will no doubt be in place after May 11, 2015, there will be holistic growth and development of Guyana's human resources. That means David Granger and Moses Nagamutu will make investing in our people a priority. But in order for our people to accept this development that will be offered, they must be first and foremost alive, healthy, and safe. So first off, the APNU+AFC government will no doubt have to attract and retain healthcare professionals for the public health system while regulating the private health system. This will certainly be a step up from that thing we currently have now that Health Minister Dr. Barry Ramsey so boastfully describes as thriving healthcare. Bed sharing at the Georgetown Hospital Corporation is called thriving healthcare. 30 babies dying at the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation in January alone is called thriving healthcare. Patients dying because the wrong injection was given is called thriving healthcare. Continuous reports of maternity deaths is called thriving healthcare. The absence of medical personnel in hinterland communities is called thriving healthcare. Children dying from gastroenteritis in hinterland communities is called thriving healthcare. Uncontrollable outbreak of chikungunya is also called thriving healthcare, and this of course is countrywide. Hinterland residents stitching his own wound with a simple needle and thread is also called thriving healthcare. Disrespect and disregard meted out to nursing students is called thriving healthcare, and the list go on. But if I continue, I'll be standing here all night, ladies and gentlemen. Not only is Dr. Barry Ramsey shameless, but he's also heartless. I repeat, an APNU+AFC government will attract and retain healthcare professionals for the public health system while regulating the private health system to ensure quality, safety, and other key standards. Now on to another aspect of human resource development. Children, the elderly, and the disabled are the most fragile and vulnerable groups in any nation. Therefore, our society must be restored to a child-friendly one, while the elderly and the disabled must be able to enjoy dignity and respect from all. Under an APNU+AFC administration, our children will be at the center of public policies, laws, and budgets. Those policies and laws have to be enforced. There's no point having them if they do not protect and safeguard our children. It is a fact that many of our nation's children are in crisis. Why? Because parents are not around. Some fathers have moved on to what they call greener pastures, while some mothers work 7 days a week, 12 months a year. Why? Because they have no choice. It's simple. As a single mother, I can stay at home, monitor my children. Possibility exists. We may all eventually die of hunger. Or I can leave them unattended for many hours. many hours in a day while I work to keep their stomachs filled. Tough decision, or as we say in plain, simpler language, rock in a hard place. But have no fear, parents. APNU+AFC is here. This is a coalition that is adamant that the rights of the children must be fundamental and the best interests of the child must be a primary consideration in all actions. Under an APNU+AFC government, Guyanese will have to go back to the days when it took an entire village to raise a child. As a partnership government, the APNU+AFC will seek out more partnerships with non-governmental and faith-based organizations to have community child watch programs, after-school programs for sport, homework, child care at the community street level, and checking on those children who may be left home alone because their parents are off at work. The village must, and I repeat, the village must raise the child. The elderly. Apart from being in that vulnerable grouping, the elderly is the backbone of our society. They have worked and toiled all their lives to build this nation. Their sweat and blood are on our lands, yet they are cast aside by the PPPC government that is now reaping the benefits of the hard work of our elderly. APNU+AFC will shield our elders and ensure that they are rewarded for their nation-building strides. An emergency response mechanism to address their social needs and vulnerabilities will be implemented, along with the establishment of formal and informal support systems to assist families to take care of their elderly. APNU+AFC will support the construction of retirement homes built with the only interest of caring for the elderly. The People's Progressive Party civic government has also showed Guyana that it has absolutely no respect for persons with disabilities. Where are the formal and informal support systems to assist families to take care of disabled persons in their households? This is a measure that an APNU+AFC government will put in place in addition to implementing comprehensive assessment and periodic evaluation of the situation of disabled persons. Guyana's vulnerable group will have full support from the APNU+AFC government that will certainly secure victory at the polls come May 11, 2015. As I continue to focus on human development, the importance of the family comes in. I am proud to stand here tonight and remind you that both our Prime Ministerial candidate, Mr. Moses Nagamutu, and our presidential candidate, Brigadier David Granger, are family men. Men who love, respect, and appreciate their wives. I repeat, men who love, respect, and appreciate their wives. This for Guyana is a gift. A gift because for a long time we had a president who was abusive to his wife. This was followed by another president who also thought it acceptable to be publicly bumping and grinding on random females while his wife watched on. This kind of behavior coming from a former president and now an outgoing president did not foster an environment of respect for decency and integrity in the family. We want decency and respect in the family, and that's why we want David and Moses. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, in keeping with my theme of human resource development, human development must be promoted through the restoration of society. This is a society that has been brutally raped and murdered under the People's Progressive Party civic government in 23 years. This means that violence and crime rates must be significantly reduced as a matter of urgency, and it will be reduced with APNU+AFC. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight I end by reminding you that it is time. It is time for human resource development. It is time for health sector development. It is time for child development. It is time to protect the disabled. It is time to protect our elderly. It is time to protect the family. It is time to embrace decency. It is time for APNU+AFC. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.